Welcome to Organize Zen Now. My name is Janie Downey. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So Organize Zen is all about getting to the work that's right from your heart in a way that's peaceful. So that's the Zen piece to it. So we all have stuff that we're trying to get done, and we don't always make that a priority. So when you're organized in a Zen way, you're getting to your best work and you're feeling really good about it. If this is helpful to you, please like, please share, and please subscribe. When you subscribe to a channel on YouTube, it helps other people find that same station. So organized issues are huge for most people. So please be helpful and help other people find this as well. Sharing also helps with that as well. Okay. So what I'm talking about today is the number one requested talk. When I'm doing a talk, this is the number one thing that they have an issue with, and that is decluttering. So it's not the number one request because it's so popular. It's the number one request because it's something that we all deal with. And that's another funny part about Organize Zen. Most people are disorganized in their own unique way. We don't always see it in other people. We always feel it in ourselves. And when you start to share stories about how you're dealing with issues with organization, most people have them. So decluttering is definitely one, even if somebody's got it tucked away at their house. So decluttering is an obvious piece to being organized, but there's two key pieces to me with that. One is that if you've got a lot of clutter around, it messes with your energy. So I'm looking at my desk here as I say this. I have too much stuff right now on my desk because I have pens and I've got a tissue box that are competing with each other. That is not interesting to look at. It also weighs me down, and I'm trying to use my desk to write. So that's number one thing is that it messes with your energy. The other is if you've got a lot of clutter around, even a small amount of clutter, you don't always know where your stuff is. So if you've got a pile of papers on your desk, you might know what's on the top, but you don't necessarily know what's down below. So there's two problems with that. One is it's energy draining, but the second one is it wastes your time. So if you say, oh, I'm looking for something and I got to go through the pile, or I got to go through this pile of clothes to find something, that's a waste of your time. And you don't want to waste your time. You don't have a lot of time here on earth. And if you're going to waste it in a fun way. Waste it in a way, go outside and play, but don't waste it looking for stuff at your house. So decluttering helps you with both of those. I'm going to talk about two ways to declutter. I have a whole nother session on why you want to declutter and simple tactics that you do that apply each time you declutter. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that you may be seeing in your house. The first one is stuff where energy has congealed in your house, and I'm going to talk about why it's important to keep things moving. And the second one is just a tip, and it's from Marie Kondo, and it's about vertical folding. All right, so I'm going to talk to you first about keeping things moving. So take a moment and look around and see if there's places in your house or at where you work that you've got congealed energy. And this would be, in most houses, the table next to the bed, the dining room table, the bureau that's near your dining room, a table that might be near your door that grabs things as they go by. There's something about vertical surfaces. They just seem to grab things. It could also be, we all have that junk drawer. It could be in your kitchen. It could be in your desk, the drawer that has everything, and yet you can't find anything. So those are all great examples of congealed energy because things have piled up and now they're just all kind of competing in there against each other for your attention. So to keep things moving is how you take out the congealed energy. So look at the table next to your bed and take it apart. What's on it? What does it actually belong? Are there books next to the bed that you've meant to read, but you never have? So where can they go? Can they go to a little library? Can they go to a library as a donation? Can they go out the door? Part of Organized Zen that is so helpful to your brain is making decisions. Decluttering makes you make a lot of little decisions. So start with something like that just says, it's been talking to you. I know it has. To say, could you please clear me off and make space for new books to pile up there? If you've got a table that has a whole lot of stuff, you just want to keep things moving. One of the big things that I see pile up in a lot of people's houses is the mail. And, we're supposedly not even getting as much as mail as we did, but somehow it just seems to be sticky. It just seems to stick around. So if you've got a table that has mail on it, clear that off. And then when you get mail, just sort it out and make decisions as you get it. So you get a piece and you say, oh, this is a bill. This is something I have to take action on. Goes in my action pile. If it's something that it's a flyer for something, you're not going to read it. You're not, just throw it in the trash. I don't open a lot of my mail. I don't want to waste my time. So if I look at it, I know it's a solicitation that I'm not interested in, I make an immediate decision and it goes into the trash. Keep the mail moving, keep the papers moving. Other things that tend to pile up in your house, laundry. So if you are like most people, you have a chair in your room that seems to be the laundry chair. And if things just get tossed onto it, and then you're looking through to try to figure out if there's something on there that you need. Process your laundry as it comes. So you take off your clothes at night, put them into the wash or hang them back up. If they're in the wash, take the basket when it's full and do the wash. When the wash is done, moves to the dryer. When the dryer is done, take them out of the dryer, fold them, and put them away. So a lot of people I know use the dryer as like an extra storage space. It's not a storage space. It wants to be empty. So and don't use the top of your dryer and washer as your drawers. You're finished, take them back, put things away. So I'm a big advocate for anything when you're decluttering your house to put similar things together. The dryer is not one of those places. The washer top is not one of those places that your shirts are not with their friends if they're stuck in the laundry room. So take them off. It doesn't take that much time, and then you have a clear space. The other thing that is a clutter issue in a lot of houses is dishes. So, dishes got to move. Everything's got to move here so that the energy doesn't congeal. So if you have dishes that end up in your sink or on your counters, that doesn't count. Everything needs a place, but those are not places for your dishes to live. So if you've got stuff in your sink, it should just be rinsed and put into a dishwasher if you have one, or it needs to be washed and put away if you don't have a dishwasher. When the dishes are done, the dishwasher is not a storage unit for your dishes. Take them out and put them away. Again, it just takes a few minutes and it eases your brain. It eases your brain because it knows things that are similar back together. And when you go to look for something new, you're not looking through the dishwasher. You're looking in your utensil drawer. You're looking in where your plates and bowls are. And it doesn't take long. Just take the time to do it. I think that's it for those. Okay. The next piece is vertical folding. So vertical folding, I learned from Marie Kondo, who wrote The Magical Art of Tidying Up. I love her. But when I heard about vertical folding, I am not doing that. I am not going to vertical fold my underwear, for instance. But here's her pitch for vertical folding. And I now vertical fold almost everything that has to do with clothes in my house. When you vertical fold, here's an example. So this is a basket of dish towels. When you vertical fold as opposed to flat folding. So in the past, I would have had these dish towels in a drawer and I would see the top ones. And these would be the ones that I use. And then they go into the laundry, which I'm going to fold and put away. But I'm going to put them back on the top. I'm not going to dig down and put something underneath. So I'm probably only going to use these 3 dish towels. If you vertical fold in a drawer, in this case, I keep these in a basket on top of the refrigerator. You're vertical folding, and then you can put them back in from the back. And that way you know you're using stuff. The other thing I love with vertical folding is instead of just seeing this one or this one, I actually see what the other towels are that I have. And I'm a geek about that, but there's certain colors that I like, right? So I like seeing what those are, and I can see what they are without digging in and pulling one out from in amongst the other ones. And then they all get used, and they all feel very good, and they're all in their place with their buddies. The other thing that vertical folding has really helped me with is to recognize that within a drawer, I have more of one color than I probably need. An interesting piece with vertical folding is it actually takes less space than flat folding, which you won't believe me until you try it, but just try it. So when you're vertical folding, like T-shirts, so this was again an eye-opener to me because I own way too many black T-shirts. You normally would fold a shirt probably in half, and then you're laying it into the drawer. So same problem with the dish towels. You see the ones that are on top. You tend to grab the ones that are on top. If you have to dig in to get the other ones, you mess up the whole pile. When you vertical fold, so here's my shirt that I've already folded in half. I'm just folding it into thirds again. So now I have a piece that looks like this. It looks like what we had with the dish towels. And then when these shirts are in my drawer, I can see blue, black, and red. I know what these shirts are just from seeing the top of them. I don't need to see the flat top. And now I can see them all together in the drawer. And then if you really want to be a geek, put them in rainbow color order. And I know that sounds super geeky, but what's funny is when you do it, you realize, again, you have a lot. I mean, I have a whole row of black in my drawer. But I also say, okay, I have 3 blue shirts. So part of decluttering is staying on top of it. So if you already know that you've got 3 blue t-shirts, next time you're out and you say, oh, here's a really cute shirt, think, I got 3 blue t-shirts. I don't need another blue t-shirt unless I get rid of one. And then it's fun to look at, and I know what I have, and I'm not overbuying on that. Okay. Here, oh, let me offer one more thing. I was going to give you your activity. Vertical folding, vertical filing also can help you on your desk. So the pile issue that I talked about before. So we've talked about piles that could be in a drawer, that could be fabric. If on your desk you have a big pile of paper, it's very hard to find things, and it's not Zen. So vertical filing on your desk is also super helpful. So I have a standing file folder. I actually have it in a closet right now because I'm not using it as often, but it has simple folders in it that keeps the rest of my desk clear. So stuff that goes in there, I just have simple folders, stuff I'm working on and stuff I'm waiting to hear from, and then 3 simple folders, which are finance, insurance, and medical. And that's about the extent of where things need to go that I might be in the process of working on. So my vertical folder is not about long-term storage. I'm going to move that somewhere else if I'm done with it. But it helps me to say my desk is clear. If there's something that I'm working on, I have notes about that in my planner, and I know where it is, and I'm not looking for it. And what I hear most often when I do talks on this is people will say, if it's out on my desk, then I'm going to work on it. And I say that works great when it's one piece of paper. But how about when you put a folder on top of that, and 3 books on top of that, and your tissue box maybe on top of that? You can't see it anymore. So you still need to have a reminder, which again, I advocate that you work with a planner. If you have an object that needs, an item that needs to get done, is the paper in a folder? Yes. And then can you find it? Yes. And are you not wasting time? Right. There's the goal. Okay. So here's your activity. You know what this is. First, look around your house, look around your office, and look for congealed energy. It's very easy to spot because it's going to be a pile. Address that. Pull it apart just like you would any kind of declutter to say, here's the tabletop. Here's the side of my bed. Here's a bookshelf. Books like to be this way. They don't want to be this way. So you've got some books that are stacked this way. They're not very happy in there. Go through it, make some decisions. If you've got stuff that's too big of a pile, you got too much stuff on there. Where does it belong? Can you return it? Or do you even want it anymore? I think we all own books where we think, I'm going to read that. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. And you never do because you keep putting other books on top. So just get rid of those last ones. So that's your first piece this week. Look for congealed energy. Don't tackle your whole house. Just find one spot and clear that off. See how that makes you feel. The second activity is to try a vertical sort. And this, I tell you, you won't believe it till you do it, but try it. And it doesn't matter. Michael Pollan says, when people ask him about food, they say, what's the best way to cook vegetables? He'll say, whatever way you'll eat them. Same with vertical folding. There's no magic to how you fold that. Look at the space it's going into. Make a fold it again. If it doesn't stand up right, fold it again. And try vertical folding. It's a beautiful piece for knowing what you own and being able to access it easily. Okay, hope that helps. Go vertical fold, go clear out that energy. All right, I hope you'll join me here again. Thank you so much. If it's helpful, please like, please share, and please subscribe. All right, please come back and see me again. Thanks.